Let's go!
Dominate on 3, 1, 2, 3, dominate!
Kansas City Chiefs fans, what the heck happened? Comment below if you are not as confident in Carson Wentz as your top backup. Right here on this 3rd and 3, I don't think this was the worst ball ever. He makes the right decision. Let's see mechanically how this looks. This ball did lose some steam. You can see he doesn't fully step into this throw. Throwing the out right here. A better ball is completing this with the DB falling down, so you have to punt. Right, so on the next drive, man, this looks like a good ball right here to Justin Watson. You can see the guard falling basically into Carson Wentz's lap right here. Look at where this ball actually was. Bang! I mean, the ball was thrown with so much velocity that Watson just couldn't bring it down. I understand it's coming hot, but, man, there is a guard right in his lap. He couldn't really even run into it. Yeah, I mean, it's overshot. All right, this play shows you the drastic difference in Carson Wentz and Patrick Mahomes, okay? So maybe old Carson Wentz is making this play. So they're flooding the right side of the field. Everything is just guarded really well. Wentz does a good job eating this. And then there's pressure right here. But notice there's no one to the left side of the field. Mahomes is squeezing out of this, sensing all these guys are over here, and probably running for a huge gain of yards. Instead, it's a negative pitch right here to Noah Gray. All right, so 21, Riley Moss had a tough start to this game. Now, Wentz correctly hits the check down because there is just so much pressure in his lap right here. But, man, this is there. Justin Watson had Riley Moss in a blender, and instead he decides to take this check down, and you have to punt. All right, so 3rd and 5. Chiefs run the football a few times. You're down by a lot of points. So you try and get a cheap conversion, and this is actually the throw that Sam Darnold missed to Jordan Addison that's viral right now on Twitter. I'm not the biggest fan of this concept. I'm telling you, people think it works. Wentz gets off of it because there's a zone corner just sitting right there. Okay, so Wentz decides to work to the backside. There's a lot of pressure, and look at him keep his eyes down the field, find this window versus Patrick Surtain. Now, I don't know if he was trying to throw this football to Watson or 81. He makes an amazing one-handed grab. This is some redonkulous quarterback play right here from Wentz. This tape isn't the absolute worst, right? When you know that it's all backups in the game right here for Kansas City. So, man, look at this. Bang. What a catch from 81 as well. 4th and 4. Andy Reid knows he has to go for it. You're down by 21. And, well, you just run a rail route. This has been a very profitable route. Wentz does a good job throwing it behind him because of the guy in the flat right there, and you're able to pick up the yards. It's just really, really, really good football right there, as Samaje Perine will have a big role in this playoffs. All right, let's move ahead here. There was a first down run for only a yard, and you see Wentz right here calling out the protection. You'll love to see that. And let's see what actually happens here. Okay, there is a lot of pressure here to the left side. Wentz does a good job feeling out this contain, even though all the routes here are to the right side. Honestly, you just got to run this and throw it away. I mean, there's just nothing open, but he takes a big sack right there. All right, it's 3rd and Lenexa, and they finally get Wanye Morris on a false start. But I want you to see where this ball is actually placed. Man, this is really good quarterbacking. Bang. Okay, it wouldn't have picked up the yards, but you could have gone for it on 4th. That's some good quarterbacking right there. All right, so 3rd and Blue Springs after the false start penalty. And let's see, was there anything open? Man, I would have loved to have seen just an effort ball right here. Obviously, this is Riley Moss. He's been struggling. And you're down by 21. Okay, so you really need something to go your way. If you know this is man-to-man, just throw that thing up. Instead, he takes a sack because, the protection is worse than a Tyreek Hill condom here. God, there's just so much pressure. The fact that he was able to get through that initial rush was crazy. Alrighty, Chiefs fans, please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. I got you covered all the way through the playoffs, okay? First time shutout in the first half in the last 61 games. Love a little RPO to start things off here. Bang! Look at that. Love to see it. Very good, simple offense. Thought Hendershot did some really good things. Obviously, he's a big, burly tight end. He's able to fall forward for some good yards here to get things going in the third quarter. To this 3rd and 6, they had a quick out to Juju Smith-Schuster. And guess what the Broncos decide to do? Hey, Watson has actually been the guy. They're going to put Pat Surtain over Watson here. And, man, this is just so well communicated. Overall, the DB passes this off. I mean, there's just nothing open. This is such a well-coached Broncos team. And the communication, just everything, even if it's man coverage, right? I understand Kelce's not out there. I understand Worthy and all the top guys aren't there. But where this play really breaks down is the protection. Noah Gray could have been thrown to here, but there's just no time whatsoever. We'll give you the end zone angle as well. Man, this backup offensive line really had a tough day. Obviously, 98 just crushes 61 here, and it's just nasty. I mean, that's all there is to it. There's no Creed Humphrey, no Joe Tooney out there, and it just puts that much more stress on these backups. DT gets through, Twists are getting through, inside moves are getting through, and this is actually their best defensive lineman right here. Yeah. Ugh. Chiefs Kingdom. We got a few other plays to break down. Obviously, it was not a good day for Kansas City defensively. It was actually a worse day to me than the offense. But if it's in your heart's desire, drop a donation if you may. Okay, I know I didn't say that smoothly at all. This is some ridiculous quarterbacking right here from Carson Wentz. Okay, let's first talk about the protection here. You'll see 60 is helping out 61, who's having a tough day. He comes over because, he just did. And 61 now is getting beat to the inside where the center was. But look at Wentz, while getting hit, throws a really good ball to 81, who did some really good things in this game. Not only is it a good ball, he leads them so he could cut upfield. Ramingo, baby. Love to see it. All right. I compliment Ramingo, and then we get to here. All right. First off, I felt Carson Wentz did a good job setting protections. Now, it is 3rd and 7, and there is a lot of blitz equity here because if you get pressure and you get a sack, you do force a punt. But I would like to think as a quarterback that they're actually backing out because, why would they bring blitzes when they've been getting pressure with 4 all day? All right. This time you do get good protection. Ramingo does a good job stopping, and, the ball is slightly behind him. I need this ball to be caught. All right, I just do. Now, could this have been thrown to Watson? Yes, it could have. Okay, safety is occupied right here by 81. That could have been thrown, but still, that needs to be caught. 4th and Belton. It's not really a 4th and long. It's only 4th and 7, but it feels like it versus this pass rush. 70 just gets beat so bad off the edge. I will say it would be nice to see Wentz make him miss and find a way to get through that. But either way, Benito is still turning the edge and getting a sack. It would have been nice to see if this actually would have opened up the deep post right here to Watson against Patrick Surtain. Surtain's probably thinking he has safety help over the top. But in the spot, obviously, they're going to be playing the sticks pretty heavy. So I would have loved to have seen if this ball would have been thrown. It also looks like this stop by Ramingo is open as well, okay? So I honestly think this would have been completed, but once again, just no time. And, well, it's just going to get you every time. Yeah, there's no other way to put it. This was the worst Chiefs performance maybe ever of the Reid Mahomes era, but obviously there is a pretty heavy asterisk. I'm going to be honest. I thought going in to watching this game that I was going to see Carson Wentz just make mistake after mistake after mistake. I wasn't able to watch this game live, but honestly, there's not a single quarterback, Tom Brady, Mahomes himself, that's surviving this environment. Yeah, I showed that play where Mahomes probably makes the amazing scramble to that wide open wide side of the field. But even on this rep and looking at some of the defensive reps, midway through the second and in the early third, you could kind of see that the Chiefs players took the foot off the gas. But honestly, I think Carson Wentz did some good things in this game. It's just there was no surviving this. So comment below. Do you like Carson Wentz as he top back up? And it's on to the playoffs. Arrowhead, let's go. Eddie! Power, hour, NFL, boom! Tonight, we're doing steaks. Let's go.